Morning everyone. So I'm back on Broadmead Road, just between, it's just after Hillingdon, hence I've got the blue bags on. It's just the edge of Yeading. Now I've done this road before on the video called A Nasty Little Road, and it is a nasty little road. So I've decided to come back. It's been 4 months since I filmed this video, and in my opinion I don't think it's been cleaned in that 4 months. So I've got to get on with it because I've got to go to work. So come and join me, welcome along, and let's crack on with it, guys. Right guys, it's pretty much the same format as last time. Go down one way and then back up the other. This is going to be day 2 of Super September. Obviously day 1 was my video in Huntington Beach in California. Flipping hell, I'm getting fumigated here by this car. Bloody hell, mate, give it a service. Bloody hell. Hang on a sec, guys. I've got to move before I can pick that up. I'm being smoked out. Right guys, I had to give that a minute for them car fumes to dissipate. Wow. I don't think that car's ever had a service. Talk about spewing out crap. So this road, really, I should title this video A Nasty Little Road Again, because this road is just crazy. Absolutely nuts. The filth that comes out of car windows on this road is doing my nutting. Luckily, I've not got to look at it for much longer, because obviously I won't be working here for much longer. This isn't going to be my route to work because there won't be any work. I'll be moving. Hurrah! So guys, yeah, nasty little road. I think I probably will just call it again, because it just is horrible. It's a horrible road. Anyway, nevertheless, let's get on and clean it, guys. I think last time I done it, I said I'd predict 6 bags, and I got about 11. So I think this time I'm going to predict 9 bags, because it is filthy. But I'm going to get it done before work. I've only really got about an hour and a bit. I've got about an hour and 10 to get it all done. So I can't afford to ease off the gas, shall we say. Guys, I filled 2 bags really quickly. Didn't even bother filming the second bag. I'm going to edit it out. So I just done it so quickly. I just thought, I sort of came up to here and crossed over. I've done a little segment, but the bag was getting full so quick. I just thought, I've got a plan. I have a cunning plan. So 2 bags so far, guys. This is a nasty little road, ain't it? This is a nasty little road. Anyway, part of Super September, day 2 of Super September. So let's keep battling along. A couple of things. So what I was going to say to you, I know you know I like all things to do with the underground. It's just the history and the things of it. I'm not a train buff. I don't stand there and say, oh look, there's the 417 from King's Cross to Luton. I'm not one of them. But I just like the sort of history and everything involved with it. And you know, you see my pictures on the wall of all the carriage maps which I'm collecting. So I've bought myself, it's not a carriage map as such actually, it's right mate, turn that radio up a bit, I can't quite hear it in Hammersmith. Flipping hell. So it's not a carriage map as such. I bought myself a London overground map. So the overground, no, that's into the road. Can't get that. Ain't got time to prick around with it either. got to go to work. So the overground basically is a series of lines. Now when I was young, a lot of it, like where I grew up, that was called the North London line. And basically, in a nutshell, a lot of them got left for years and then reopened again and then renamed the London Overground. So I've bought myself a map which I'm going to frame. It's about A1 size. That's going to go up on the wall with a few other things I have. And then I said to Lauren, because she likes to come with her dad on the trains, I said, do you want to do an overground day? And she's like, yeah, that sounds fun. So we're basically going to go out, buy a ticket. Well, you can just use your debit card and scan in and out with your debit card in London. And basically, we're just going to sit on the overground all day watching the world go by. It's really nice sometimes to just watch the world go by. And this is how we do it, by getting out and just watching others take their journeys, shall we say. Right guys, there's the bag and I tidied up that mess. Let's just get across the road while I've got a quick break in the traffic. So I'm now heading up the other way. Last time I done this road, I had to dig in these bushes and everything. I'm not prepared to do that today. If the people who live there can't be bothered, I'm not going to be bothered on their behalf, shall we say. But I will get everything on the peripherals, and that in itself is going to be a job. But I'm not a bloody cleaning service, I am a volunteer. They want to start paying me to do it, I'll do it for them. But I sound like that bloke, don't I, the other week, who I had the argument with, you get paid for that. But what I mean is, I'm not here for their benefit, shall we say. I don't mind doing a bit of litter picking, but I'm not their servant for their property. I just want to do this road because it's absolutely cheesing me off. And obviously the council are hopeless as well. So let's just have a little dig in these bushes, guys. Right, there is something else I'm going to tell you. I want to try and dump this fourth bag with the first two bags. Worked it out that I should fill this up more or less by the time I get there. So I've booked a trip with Mrs. O. Now I can't even tell you guys where it is because although I'm making this video a little while in advance of day 2 of Super September, this is day 2, guys, of Super September. But as you can appreciate, I've got to make the videos well in advance, otherwise I'm just going to get to the stage where I'm like, oh no, I'm never going to do it. And I don't make promises I don't keep. So I've booked a trip for my 30th wedding anniversary. 30 years, wow, where's that gone? I think I've blinked and I've missed it. Anyway, I've booked a trip for me and Mrs. O. And it's a short trip, it's just 2 nights, sort of 3 days sort of thing. I'm leaving early in the morning on a Sunday, coming back late in the day on the Tuesday. So 2 nights, 3 days. Sounds like a record, don't it? 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights, 3 days. Anyway, if anyone releases that record, I want a share. I want my cut. Anyway, let's play a game, guys. It's called Where Am I Taking Mrs. O? I did have some gloves with me. I've left them in the car like a wally. I've got to walk back near the car. I might just go and get them. Picking up this crap. Hang on a sec, guys. Hang on a sec. Give me a minute. Wipe my hand on my trousers now. What a plonker. What a plonker. So we're digressing here. So yeah. So I'm going with Mrs. O. I've booked a trip. And although this video is being made well in advance of when it's going to be released, it's still not gonna be before the trip, so we can play a game and the winner is gonna get a prize. How about that? How about that? Oh, I better not talk about him, actually. Get into trouble talking about him nowadays. So, in the comments, guys, guess where I'm taking Mrs. O for my 30th wedding anniversary. Just realised something. There's a bus stop here, guys. There's no bin. And what people are doing is just throwing their stuff on the floor. And then eventually, what's happening is it's just getting... Couldn't take it home with them. Oh, that'd be too flipping difficult. That would. I nearly swore there. I nearly swore. So yeah, you can't take it home with them. Just chuck it on the floor here. And just leave it. I mean, if they put a bin next to the bus stop and changed it twice a week, there's enough vans from the council. This isn't Hillingdon Council, by the way, now, guys. We're talking about Yeading Council. But there's enough of their vans passing this area to be able to just pull over for 1 minute and change. And change a bin, you know what I mean? It's really frustrating. Everything in this country is like, it's a job's work. There's just no initiative anymore. No one can take the initiative. There's another bus stop further up the road, guys, before I do the turn round back to the car. And that's even worse than this. I mean, I'm not getting every little bit here because it's all muddied up and some of it's just sort of, what's the phrase? It's just sort of grown into the ground. I don't mind doing a bit of litter picking, but I'm not here to clean it down to the ground when I'm pushed for time. What they need is a sweeper to come down the road and just give it a really good sweep. Get all those hundreds of little bits up, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. I'm filling this bag as well. This is bag 5, guys, already. I'd say I'm probably 40% of the way. Just empty that out. The lighter they are, the happier it is for me. Oh, I missed a bit back there. I'm going to just go back and get that. Didn't see that. That's the problem. I'm fighting two battles. I'm fighting the road and the pavement. So I'm missing little bits, look. Because I'm sort of looking down at the edge as well. This bag is pretty full. I think I'll go and dump it with bags 1 and 2. That'll do. Well done, well done. As I've got to go back to the car. I've not got enough bags. I pulled 7 off the roll. I didn't even realise. I'll tell you what, I'll throw that there because that's going to be my last bit. Litterer, Gerard, litterer. I pulled 7 off the roll, but I've already used 5.5. Oh, there's my gloves, look, what a wally. I'm just going to pull a big roll off again. My prediction of 8 or 9's gone right out the window, I reckon. Now, these bags are a little bit smaller than Hillingdon ones. So, let's stuff a few down my trousers. Let's put my gloves on and let's continue on the journey, guys. Continue on the journey. Right guys, I'm about 75% or maybe 80% of this side of the road towards the top, but this is where the fun's going to be starting. It gets really filthy up here, really filthy. As I said, there's no other words for it. This is a nasty little road. This is going to be its title as well, guys. Again, this is what it's going to be called. A nasty little road again. But this time it's part of Super September. It's day 2 of Super September. So on my first video, I'll tell you what, let's put that in. Is that going to go? See if it'll break. Mind, close your eyes. On my first video, Super September, we started at Huntingdon Beach, and I said we was going to have a bag total for all of September. So we got 5 bags at Huntingdon Beach over in California. Yeah, I'll get the worst of this, guys. I'll be here all day worrying about that. Let's get the biggest bit. Anyway, to cut a short story long, we're going to add today's to the total and see how many bags we get over September's videos. Not so much September, because as I said, these videos are being shot well in advance. At the moment it's only mid-April. I'm doing this video in mid-April, but when you're going to do 30 videos in 30 days, then you've got the editing and plus the other videos that I'm going to have before Super September. I've got to sort of start getting them in the bag, if you know what I mean, guys. Ultimately though, litter picking, it's all littering, but these are being shot a little bit before September, obviously. Right, Joe, I'll just go down this road to there. We do not want to get distracted by these little side roads. There's only so much I can do before I go to work. I've just got, as I said, I've probably not got that long now. I've only got probably half an hour or so before I need to start joining the rat race over there and getting in my car. Hopefully though, a lot of it would have died down. People would have gone where they had to go. There's loads in these bushes, but they're just so thick. It's a battle I can't fight. We'll just get the edges. That's the plan. Stick to the plan, Gerard, and be happy with it. I don't like leaving litter, I told you. But sometimes you just have to just say, you know what? I haven't got time for it, or haven't got room for it, or whatever. Litter isn't my entire life. Right guys, let's do my film review, because I've got to the top of the road and I'm turning round. I've only got to go halfway back down, so I'm hoping that I can fill this bag enough to dump it with the one I just dumped at the bus stop. I've just looked back actually, and it does look so much better, this road. The camera won't really be able to tell you. Let's have a look, see if it does though. I mean, it's just not infested with cans and plastic bottles along the road line. So I'm pleased with my work, very pleased with my work. I'll be looking forward to getting to work though, to have a rest. I think I go to work for a rest nowadays. Work doesn't faze me in the slightest anymore. I just need to get out of the house. Anyway, let's do the film review, guys. Let's do the film review. So I watched the film called Icon, Lauren, Icon, The Gorge. It's called The Gorge. So in a nutshell, there's a gorge and there's something in it, and basically a sniper, a really good shot, is sent from the west. Look at the state of this. I tell you what guys, let me just dig a little bit of it out. Let's see if we can just bag it up and I'll come back to you. Right guys, I've dug out that. I just haven't got the time to get any more. A lot of it's buried under branches. I've got the easy part of it, shall we say. I'm losing time hand over fist. So what I'm going to do is just bag this up and then I'm on the turn round for home. This is bag 7. This is bag 7. So let me finish bagging it up, guys, and then we'll carry on going down the road, and then I'll talk about my film review again, the Gorge. I don't know, love, I don't live this way, I'm afraid. Can't help you. There is a school, there's a school down the road a bit. Where are you? Where's it say?
Showing here. Gilbert Primary School.
Where's the school? Oh, right. That's that. Hang on, love, hang on. That's the canal. It must be over there somewhere, love. Just show me again. Yeah, that must be the park. There. That's the park. That's the canal. It must be over there somewhere, love. Okay? Let's get on with the film review. I've made the turn for home. Got bags over the road. I've got bags everywhere. They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. Anyway, so what was we talking about? The Gorge. The Gorge. So, yeah. Oh, it's starting to rain. Great. You really need that when I've got to go to work. The Gorge. So yeah, it really tried to be different. So basically there's this gorge and they're sent to protect it, and said nothing must escape this gorge. If it does, you blast them basically. And but they don't know why. They're just told to protect it, and the towers are about 1/4 mile apart. And basically quite early in the film, you'll just have to wait, mate. You'll just have to wait. Quite early in this film, the things inside the gorge try to escape, and there's a mass shootout basically, you know. Quite a violent shootout. And you're like, what the is in that gorge? You sort of see these creatures, that's all I'll say. You're like, what the are they? Anyway, for a better thing, without ruining it too much, they go into the gorge for a reason. I won't say what, and you sort of see what they're up against more. You find out what they're up against. You find out the reason behind these things in the gorge, shall we say. So I won't go on too much from there. I won't, because if you watch it, but it was really different. I've got to be honest, I quite enjoyed it. It got a bit alien in the middle. When they're actually in the gorge, it becomes a little bit like Alien. But they're not aliens, guys. That's all I will say. So I really personally quite enjoyed it, just for the fact that it tried so hard to be different. It tried so hard not to be the usual, oh, I can guess what's happening here before it even starts sort of jobby. So for that reason alone, I'm going to give it an extra mark. So I'm going to give it I would normally give it about 6.5 out of 10, but just purely for the fact that they tried so hard to make it different, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. And it's quite enjoyable. I watched it with Buster actually, Buster here actually. Come round, see if you've got anything on the telly, and we shall watch it. Right guys, let's dump this bag as well. Oh. So I've dumped the 8th bag back at the bus stop. I might actually get one of these bag predictions right for a change. I think I said 9 at the beginning. I'll have to recheck the video and see what I said, but I thought I did say 9. So it looks like I'm going to be right, because I've not got that far to go. I'm going to just go up here and get that as well though. Oh, look. I go up here and I see bloody more. More, Oliver. Right, so let's just grab that while I'm up here. So guys, the reason I'm doing this as well so early in the morning is, well, it started to rain, is I've got to go home and clean my front garden. So I've got like a path, and then I've got artificial grass, which was the best thing I ever bought, I got to be honest. And basically, in a nutshell, the path got a little bit mossed up over the years. As much as I sweep it and clean it and whatnot. So what I've done is I've bought myself about 6 bottles of bleach. When I get home, although it won't really matter if it's raining or if it's rained, because ultimately what I'm going to do is tip all 6 bottles of bleach over the pathway. And then what I'm going to do is get the hard brush and sweep it into the moss. And then I'm just going to leave it 24 hours. I'm going to leave it 24 hours to just kill the moss and bring the tiles up to look a little bit better. The reason I don't want to jet wash it is it'll wash all the sand out between the in between the bricks. So I've got to sort of do it manually. The last thing I want to do is blast all the sand out with the jet washer. That would just be self-defeating. So I'm going to go home. Oh crap, I've got the bag split. Crap. So I've got to go home, guys. I've changed the bag, by the way. I put a fresh one, chuck the other one in it. And then basically, yeah, I'm going to bleach all my garden up, kill all that moss on it and make it looking sparkling new again. So that'll give me something to do. So yeah, I just didn't have time to go litter picking tonight and do that. It's going to take me a good hour and a half, I would have thought, to do it properly. So here I am, guys, doing this video this morning. I was thinking about doing it after work, but as I said, I just didn't get the time. Right, back in there, get that. Right guys, I'm almost at the end, which is nice. So those who guessed 9 bags along with me are going to be correct, because that's exactly what we're going to get, is 9 bags. So let me just finish off this corner, guys, and we'll sum up. Bob's your uncle and all that, and I can go to work and have a rest. Right guys, there's bag 9 then. So 9 bags today. Clean this road again. Much happier with it. Much happier with it. It looks like a road again rather than an absolute tip. So I'm pleased with my efforts. I just want to say thank you very much for joining me today, guys, and keeping me company on the journey. Just don't like this road, but needs a must sort of thing. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to have your guesses about where I'm taking Mrs. O for our 30th wedding anniversary. You can put them on this video, but there is a catch. This video's going out before I'm taking Mrs. O, so I'm not going to be able to tell you for 6 weeks after this video. But whoever guesses the right place first will win a prize or a cash equivalent. All right, I'll treat them to whatever, a meal out or whatever. So keep them guesses coming, guys. All right, keep those guesses coming. That's going to be fun. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Thank you for watching, guys, and you know what's coming. I'm going for a cup of tea. Icon Laws, tea icon, bing, and catch you on the next one.